So according to this article on Block.to, rent prices in Toronto are now the cheapest they've been in a while among what they are calling a real estate flop. Not sure I'm calling this market a flop, but it certainly is not what it was. So let's have a look at this article. Apparently, Toronto might still be one of the worst places in the country to live if you are a tenant. However, apartment prices in the city are now on a month-long downward trajectory. So essentially, prices are coming down, and tenants now, or renters, potential renters, have a leg up in terms of negotiating. So if you're seeing a rental price and a property's been sitting there for a while unrented, don't be afraid to negotiate on that lease price. It is an ultra competitive market, but landlords might be able to move a little bit and give you some of that wiggle room. So overall, let's see what this article is saying. Rents in multiple major Canadian cities dropped last month for the first time since the COVID era, and the most expensive places such as Toronto are seeing the biggest decline, which is a surprise. And so Zumper, which is a rental platform, released some very promising stats about the rental market. They are saying that a median one bedroom apartment price in Toronto is now at $2,400 as of last month, which is 2% cheaper than where they were the previous month, which is October, and 5.9% less this time last year. So we're now in October of 2024. So they're talking about a year ago, 2023. The median price for a two bedroom, though, I have a hard time saying this number, is $3,100 per month, down 1%, which is nothing really, over month, but 7.5% year over year. So there's some movement there, as we see. Burnaby, which we know is traditionally very expensive, it's in third place. Their one bedroom there, an average or median is 2,780. A one bedroom is 2,380 in Burnaby. A two bedroom is 3,050. They are in third place, but Vancouver is in first place. One bedroom is 2,600, the median price, and a two bedroom is 3,600. That's a lot of money for a two bedroom. My goodness! And if you've got children on top of that, it's just not affordable. But however, something else strange is happening in other parts of the country. If you take a look at Quebec City, Montreal, Winnipeg, Halifax, and other locations, they're actually on the rise. In Barrie, a one bedroom unit is now 8.9% more expensive than in October, same time last year. Rents are dropping in pricey cities while more affordable markets see sharp increases. So we know it's a cycle. So you're going to leave one area to get cheaper housing in another area. And then you know what happens? The demand in that area begins, and now that area, the prices are going up, which is what you're seeing in these cities, Montreal, Winnipeg, Halifax, and Barrie. So it's so difficult, right, to know what to do, where to move, should you stay, should you go, and it's supply and demand. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be eggs, it could be bread. Supply and demand. Remember toilet paper, that went up too because everybody was taking them off the shelves. Once over there, you see a demand increase, then we're gonna see the price as well will increase. And I hate that happens, but it's basic economics. But what has happened in Toronto is the supply has certainly increased in apartment completions. Let's see how much they have here. More than 15,000 new condo units have hit the market so far this year, with investors no longer snapping up, while another 4,000 rental homes were also built. So there is a lot of inventory out there. And also the fact that so many homes are sitting on the real estate market unsold for a longer time frame, it's also pushing the rental prices downtown. A lot of sellers are just not accepting these lower prices, and they have decided if they're not going to keep them vacant, they're just going to rent them out until the market bounces back. But some people just don't have the luxury to wait that out. They have to sell. So those folks are definitely going to take a hit. But if you can hold out, but who knows? I mean, they're promising us spring, but we don't know. We've been hearing this. We've had quite a few interest rates reductions, barely seen a difference in the market. But anyways, folks, all I gotta say is Toronto, even though the prices have come down, it is still an expensive place to live. And if you're moving outwards, you have to also think about, is there employment as well? Is there transportation? Moving to small towns are great, but if you cannot get around, you're just creating more problems for yourself. So you'll need a car, and then again, you're sitting in traffic. Who knows what to do, right? It's such a difficult decision. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that rental prices in Toronto are coming down. However, some of the surrounding areas prices are going up just due to supply and demand. But end of the day, you want to live where you want to live, and just do your research. Don't be afraid to ask a landlord to move on the rental price. All they can say is no.